Thank you for your courtesy. Senate President Vicente Soto III, the members of the Senate, House Speaker Pantaleon Alvarez, and the members of the House of Representatives, Vice President Maria Leonor Robredo, former Presidents Fidel V. Ramos, Joseph Ejercito Estrada, and Gloria Macapagal Arroyo, His Excellency Gabriel Cacha, and the esteemed members of the Diplomatic Corps, Executive Secretary Salvador Medialdia, and the members of the Cabinet, Acting Chief Justice Antonio Carpio, and the Justices of the Supreme Court, my fellow workers in government, mga kababayan. About 2 years ago, I solemnly took my oath as a worker of the national government. I was inspired to institute real changes for the greater good of the Filipino people. As I was greatly overwhelmed then by the daunting challenges that lay ahead. 2 years later, my solid commitment to directly and decisively address our nation's collective challenges remains. It has not wavered. In truth, it has even gotten stronger through adversity and the desire to give the people the most we can within my term in this government. The lives of our youth are being wasted and families are destroyed, and all because of the chemical called shabu, cocaine, cannabis, and heroin. Human rights, to me, means giving Filipinos, especially those at the society's fringes, a decent and dignified future to the social and physical infrastructures necessary to better the lives and freedoms and the hard-earned property of every Filipino whose condition we wish to improve shall be protected from criminals, terrorists, corrupt officials, and traffickers and contrabands. You worry about the present. I am concerned both the present and the future. I worry about the future because I know what crimes can do to the youth of this country if not stopped. Crimes can make human cesspools of succeeding generation. I will not allow it to happen. Not during my term. Fight against corruption and improving service of delivery. We need to sustain our momentum, and I hereby direct all government units, makinig sana kayo, and government agencies to faithfully implement this law and simplify the process. Hinihingi ko yan sa lahat na sa gobyerno under my control and supervision. Huwag ho kayong magkamali. I particularly call the attention of the agencies with the number of red tape-related reports from the public. Make your services truly customer-friendly. Our people deserve efficient, effective, and responsive government services. They deserve nothing less. Kayo lang ayaw eh. Gusto ng tao, kayo yung binabayaran, make your living from the pockets of the people, and you have a lousy and corrupt bureaucracy. I have friends and political supporters whom I appointed to public office and then dismissed or caused to resign. I need not mention their names or recount the circumstances surrounding the removal or resignation. Media has more than amply reported that. I value friendship. Make no mistake about it, but it has its limits. This is a lonely place I am hemmed in. Do not make it lonelier by forcing me to end our friendship because you gave me the reason to end it. It pains me to no end the loss of friendships, and that is why I appeal to you to help me in my cause so that our friendship will endure. Love of money is corrosive, and sadly, the desire to make the easy kind of being imaginative and manipulative corrupts absolutely. Stolen wealth does not make the thief respectable. Neither will the trappings of wealth mask or cap the stink that thievery exudes. One day, justice will catch up with those who steal government funds. And when the day comes, it will be the public who will have its retribution. While we run after those who steal the people's money, we are also enhancing the government's delivery of frontline services. I thank Congress for the swift passage of the ease of doing business, which is significant. Babasahin ko pa bago ako pipirmahan. Baka may siningit kayo dyan na hindi maganda para sa ibang tao. We will need loads of understanding and patience to endure and overcome the birth pangs or pains of the new beginning. To me, war is not an option. We have been through the catastrophe in Marawi. We have seen the horror, the devastation, and the human toll, and the displacement of both Christians and Muslims alike. I have made a pledge that ISIS terrorists or groups or its allies will never gain foothold in our country. Yet, when what remained of the decimated Maote-ISIS group in Marawi finally saw the error of their ways and expressed their desire to be reintegrated into society, we welcome them with open arms and embark on a genuine effort to embrace a peaceful, productive life for them. We owe it to our fallen soldiers and police officers in Marawi and elsewhere to put an end to the bloodshed and seek the path of true peace, a peace that will last beyond this lifetime and whose dividends our children will reap. On international relations, we shall continue to assert and pursue an independent foreign policy. Our long-term national development and national security goals come first. We shall continue to reach out to all nations regardless of their prevailing political persuasions or proximity to or distance from our shore, so long as this nation wish us well. Our stronger bonds with our ASEAN friends have made possible our trilateral border patrols with Indonesia and Malaysia, which has since then put out of business sea pirates, piracy, and other terrorists who used to infest our shared seas. This is a testament to the readiness of our country and our good neighbors to make regional peace and security our shared responsibility. We have successfully hosted the 50th ASEAN anniversary and the 31st ASEAN Summit last November 2017. We have shown the world that we are capable when we work together. The ASEAN events showcased not only the world-renowned Filipino hospitality and organizational capabilities, but also our artistic talent. I would like to commend the National ASEAN Organizing Council, led by no less than my Executive Secretary, Salvador Medialdia. Our re-energized relations with China has also led to an unprecedented level of cooperation between our nations on the war against transitional crimes. Our shared intelligence led to the discovery and dismantling of the clandestine Shabu laboratories and the arrest of Chinese chemists with the Dragon organization called Wu Syndicate. Our improved relationship with China, however, does not mean that we will waver in our commitment to defend our interests in the West Philippine Sea.